Today we're making osso buco alla milanese with gremolata. I tell you more about the gremolata later. This classic dish is perfect for a family dinner or meal with friends. First you'll need 40 grams or 1.4 ounces of butter. Melt it over low heat so it doesn't burn. Dice one onion into small cubes. If you don't have an onion, you can use shallots instead. They're milder and a bit sweeter in flavor. Now add the diced onion straight onto the pan. Next you'll need 2 carrots. Start by cutting them into strips. Then dice them into small cubes. They add a subtle sweetness to the dish. Their flavor blends perfectly with the other ingredients and enhances the overall aroma of the recipe. Start by removing the leaves from the celery stalks. We won't use them now, but you can add them to the vegetable stock for extra flavor. Dice the stalks by slicing them lengthwise first and then into cubes. Celery balances the sweetness of the carrots and the flavor of the onion. Once diced, add the celery to the pan. Add 1 bay leaf to the pan too. Now saute the sofrito over medium heat until it's turned slightly translucent. Make sure the heat isn't too high as the butter and the vegetables could burn. Spread everything out evenly in the pan for consistent cooking. Now we move on the main ingredient, osso buco. Pat the pieces dry with the kitchen paper. I'm using veal osso buco as in the traditional recipe, but you can also use beef if you prefer. Coat the osso buco pieces with flour on the front side first, then turn them over and flour the back as well. This not only gives them a beautiful golden crust during frying, but also creates a kind of barrier that helps lock in the meat juices, keeping the meat tender and juicy while it cooks. So, and now when the vegetables look like this, push them to the sides of the pan. This way you'll have enough space to add the osso buco pieces. Place the osso buco pieces directly on the bottom of the pan. Spread the vegetables around and on top of them. Fry them over medium to high heat until they develop a nice golden color. Make sure the flour doesn't burn. When they look like this and have this color, carefully turn them over and fry the other side as well until golden brown. If you'd like to support us and see more traditional recipes, like the video and subscribe to our channel. Now season the osso buco with freshly ground black pepper, and of course don't forget a pinch of salt. Deglaze everything with a good white wine. If you prefer not to use wine, you can deglaze directly with vegetable stock. Now use a wooden spoon to scrape the flavor from the bottom of the pan. That's where all the taste is, and it should be in the dish and not in the pan. Add some vegetable stock little by little. Have you ever tried an authentic osso buco alla milanese? Let me know in the comments, I'm curious to know. Lower the heat and let everything cook with the lid on for about 30 minutes so the flavors blend together nicely. Put a tablespoon of tomato paste in 50 ml or 1.6 fluid ounces of water and mix well. It will give the dish a nice color, a delicate flavor and a fantastic aroma. Pour the tomato paste mixture over the osso buco and stir everything well. If you prefer, you can use 100 ml or 3.5 fluid ounces of tomato puree instead. Make sure everything is evenly combined and the sauce coats the osso buco pieces. Turn the meat one last time so it absorbs the flavors from all sides before continuing to cook over low heat. Add a little more vegetable stock and let the osso buco cook for 1 to 1.5 hours with the lid on. Now we'll make the gremolata, and here is how it's prepared. First, finely grate the zest of a lemon, but make sure to only grate the yellow part as the white part is very bitter. And now you need fresh parsley. Roll it up a little, slice it finely and then chop it even smaller. Did you know this dish has been around since the 18th century? Just a few simple ingredients made something so special, and now we're bringing this magic to your kitchen. For the gremolata we also need garlic. Chop 1 clove into small pieces as finely as possible. The finer you chop it, the better the flavor will spread throughout the dish. Combine all the ingredients in a bowl. The gremolata with lemon zest, garlic and parsley adds freshness to the dish and perfectly complements the rich sauce. Now turn off the heat and sprinkle the gremolata over the osso buco pieces like this. Traditionally, osso buco is served with risotto alla milanese. You can find the recipe here. Buon appetito!